Lennox Claudius Lewis was born on September 2, 1965 in West Ham, London. He is a boxing commentator and former professional boxer who competed from 1989 to 2003. He is a three-time world heavyweight champion, a two-time lineal champion, and held the undisputed championship. Holding dual British and Canadian citizenship, Lewis represented Canada as an amateur at the 1984 and 1988 Olympics. In the latter, he won a gold medal in the super heavyweight division. About Lennox Lewis' early life. He was born to Jamaican parents and according to his mother, he would often fight with other children growing up. At birth he weighed 4.8 kilograms, 10 pounds 10 ounces, and was given the name Lennox by the doctor, who said he looked like a Lennox. Lewis moved to Kitchener, Ontario, Canada with his mother in 1977 at the age of 12. He attended Cameron Heights Collegiate Institute for high school, where he excelled in Canadian football, soccer, and basketball. In the 1982-83 school year, he helped the school's AAA basketball team win the Ontario Provincial Championship. About Lennox Lewis' amateur career. Lewis eventually decided that his favorite sport was boxing. He took up boxing circa 1978. He became a dominant amateur boxer and won the gold medal at the Junior World Championships in 1983. At age 18, Lewis represented Canada in the super heavyweight division at the 1984 Summer Olympics in Los Angeles. By that time he was ranked number 6 in the world by the IBA. He advanced to the quarterfinals, where he lost by decision to Tyrell Biggs of the US, who went on to win the gold medal. Despite being 6 feet 5 inches tall, and having a very strong punch, his coaches admitted they had to pressure him to convert size and raw talent into aggression. His amateur boxing coaches were Arnie Boehm and Adrian Teodorescu, who guided Lewis to the Olympic title in 1988. Lewis chose not to turn professional after the Olympics, and instead fought 4 more years as an amateur, hoping for a second chance to win a gold medal. At the 1986 World Championships, he lost in the preliminary round to Petr Stoimanov of Bulgaria. Later that year, Lewis won gold at the Commonwealth Games. He had a close fight against Cuban Jorge Luis Gonzalez at the 1987 Pan American Games Super Heavyweight Finals. The American judge scored the bout in favor of Lewis 60-57. While the judges from the Dominican Republic, Venezuela and Uruguay scored the bout 59-58 for Gonzalez. He avenged the loss shortly thereafter, boxing for the North American amateur title 8 days later. After winning several more amateur titles in the following years, he traveled to Seoul, South Korea, for the 1988 Summer Olympics and achieved his goal. In the gold medal final, Lewis defeated Riddick Bowe with a second-round referee-stopped contest, RSC. Lewis became the first super heavyweight gold medalist to become world heavyweight champion as a professional. In the game's closing ceremony, Lewis was Canada's flag bearer. Lewis became the first Canadian to win boxing gold in 56 years. Lewis, upon turning professional, had registered an amateur record of 85-9. HBO Boxing credited him with a shorter amateur record of 75 wins, 58 by knockout, and 7 losses. Of all losses on the record, Valery Abadzian of the Soviet Union was the only opponent to stop Lewis in amateurs, in October 1986. After winning the Olympic gold, Lewis was approached immediately by big-time American boxing promoters, including Bob Arum. However, he was not overly impressed by their contract offers and thought about signing a professional contract with a Toronto-based promotion group. "I feel like a basketball player being scouted by scouts down in the States. I don't want anyone controlling me. These offers, coming to me after the Olympics, are mainly because I won the gold." About Lennox Lewis' early career. Having achieved his goal, Lewis declared himself a professional and moved back to his native England. He claimed he had always considered himself British, but one article reported that many British fans regarded him as a Canadian at heart and a Briton for convenience. In 2015, Lewis explained, "When I turned pro, I had to go to the United Kingdom in order to pursue my career. The infrastructure to develop boxers wasn't in Canada then." Lewis signed with boxing promoter Frank Maloney, and his early professional career was filled with knockouts of journeymen, as well as fighters such as Osvaldo Ocasio. Lewis vs. McCall. Lewis lost his WBC title to Oliver McCall on September 24, 1994 in a huge upset at the Wembley Arena in London. In the second round, McCall landed a powerful right cross, putting Lewis on his back. Lewis returned to his feet at the count of 6, but stumbled forward into the referee in a daze. Referee Jose Guadalupe Garcia felt Lewis was unable to continue and ended the fight, giving McCall the title by technical knockout. Lewis and others argued the stoppage was premature and that a champion should be given the benefit of the doubt. In spite of the Lewis camp protests, Boxing Monthly editor Glyn Leach pointed out that Lewis only seemed to recover his senses once the fight was waved off, and that, in the opinions of everyone I spoke to at ringside, the decision was correct. Lennox Lewis vs. Lionel Butler. In his first comeback fight, Lewis was given a chance to fight for the mandatory challenger position within the WBC and won it by knocking out American contender Lionel Butler. However, at the behest of promoter Don King, the WBC bypassed him and gave Mike Tyson the first chance at the title recently won by Briton Frank Bruno from Oliver McCall. Bruno had previously lost to both Lewis and Tyson. Lewis vs. Holyfield. On March 13, 1999, Lewis faced WBA and IBF title holder Evander Holyfield in New York City in what was supposed to be a heavyweight unification bout. Lewis fought a tactical fight, keeping Holyfield off balance with a long jab and peppering him with combinations almost at will. Although most observers believed Lewis had clearly won the fight, the bout was declared a draw, to much controversy. The raw statistics of the fight suggested the bout belonged to Lewis, who landed 348 punches compared to Holyfield's 130. Lewis also outjabbed Holyfield 137-52. Judge Eugenia Williams, who scored the fight in Holyfield's favor, said she saw Lewis land fewer punches than Holyfield. Lewis vs. Rahman. On April 21, 2001, Lewis was knocked out by 20-1 underdog Hazem Rahman in a bout at Carnival City Casino in South Africa. The main event actually took place on Sunday, April 22, 2001 at 5 o'clock local time in order to accommodate HBO's significant United States-based audience at a reasonable hour on the Saturday night. Before the bout, Lewis had a role in the film Ocean's 11 in which he boxed against Vladimir Klitschko. Lewis vs. Tyson. On June 8, 2002, Lewis defended his title against Mike Tyson. Ticket sales were slow because they were priced as high as $2,400, but a crowd of 15,327 turned up to see boxing's then biggest event at the Pyramid Arena in Memphis, Tennessee. Tyson also had to pay Lewis $335,000 out of his purse for biting him at the news conference announcing the fight, which was originally scheduled for April 6, 2002 in Las Vegas. Las Vegas, however, rejected the fight because of Tyson's licensing problems, and several other states refused Tyson a license before Memphis finally bid $12 million to land it. By the end of the 7th round, Tyson was tired and sluggish, his face swollen and his eyes cut. He was knocked out in the 8th by a right cross. After the fight, George Foreman declared, Lewis is, no doubt, the best heavyweight of all time. What he's done clearly puts him on top of the heap. This was the highest grossing event in pay-per-view history, generating $106.9 million from 1.95 million buys in the US, until it was surpassed by De La Hoya Mayweather in 2007. Both fighters were guaranteed $17.5 million. About Lennox Lewis' retirement. In 2008, when asked about a potential bout after being antagonized by Riddick Bowe, Lewis quipped, "He waits until I am in retirement to call out my name. I will come out of retirement to beat up that guy. I'll beat him up for free." In 2011, Bowe again confronted Lewis, this time over Twitter, demanding he put his gold medal on and let's fight for that, where Lewis remarked, "I thought we already did." Lewis worked as a boxing analyst for HBO on Boxing After Dark from 2006 until 2010. About Lennox Lewis' personal life. Lennox Lewis shares his life with his wife, Violet Chong. They married in 2005, and together, they've created a family with a unique blend of privacy and warmth. The Lewis clan includes Landon, the eldest, who grows up in the shadow of his father's fame and his mother's elegance. Lavaya, the second child, enjoys a childhood shaped by both privacy and togetherness. Ling, the third child, adds her own personality and charm to the mix. And finally, Leia, the youngest, completes the quartet of Lewis children, bringing joy and laughter to their home as they navigate the joys and challenges of parenthood. Lewis is a Christian and an avid amateur chess player, and funded an after-school chess program for disadvantaged youths, one of whom earned a university chess scholarship at Tennessee Tech. About Lennox Lewis' philanthropic work. Despite his wealth, Lennox Lewis remains committed to philanthropy. He has been actively involved in charitable endeavors, including the Lennox Lewis Champions for Kids Foundation, which aims to provide opportunities for underprivileged children. Through his foundation, Lewis has donated millions to various causes, underscoring his dedication to giving back to society. About Lennox Lewis House. Lennox Lewis resides in a luxurious mansion known as Lion's Lair in Jamaica. The mansion is situated in the Trial Golf Club Resort in Hanover, Jamaica, offering stunning views of the Caribbean Sea. Lennox Lewis's home seamlessly blends the outdoors with the indoors. The decor features an eclectic mix of worldly themes that harmonize with the breathtaking scenery of Montego Bay. Lewis himself describes it as a place where the outdoors meets the indoors and appreciates the mountains more than the beaches. Lennox Lewis House is a luxurious retreat that combines modern amenities with personal touches, providing a comfortable and elegant living space. The residence reflects his success and dedication, offering a glimpse into the life of a boxing legend. That's all we have for today. Thanks for watching our video. Please like, comment, share and also subscribe to our channel.